What's up, turtles? It's Krik here today with Black Outdoors, and right now I'm going to be sharing some of my impressions and my thoughts and feelings on this Maxpedition Jumbo Versipack. Maxpedition is selling this on their website for right around $100. You can definitely find it cheaper for around 80 or 90 on other websites. This is the khaki and a foliage color combination, two-toned color combination. I think there's upwards of 15 different combinations available, so if you like this Versipack, you can probably find a color you really like. And this is what they're going to designate as a right sling bag, how it sits on the right side of me. I'm right-handed. And there's an S-type available too, which will sit for lefties. And I'm pretty sure that's just for the concealed carry pocket in here. I think that's how the sides are designated. But it's getting into the bag now. What's really keeping this securely and to me is this 1-inch nylon hip belt that's attached to two different points on the Versipack. And I feel like this is what Maxpedition, you sort of hit the ball out of the park with this addition to the Versipack, because this really keeps the weight content distributed right on my hips where I want to carry weight, and keeps really securely to my body. In addition to the hip belt, there's this 2-inch nylon shoulder strap that has a quick release button where my hands are here for easy putting it on and taking it off. Say if you have a helmet on, or a hat, sunglasses, a bandana set up, say you just, all that stuff in your head, trying to take this off like this, you can knock stuff around. Having this quick release button allows you to take it off really easy. In addition, on the actual shoulder strap, there's a shoulder pad kept on the strap through these 3 nylon attachments, and it's comfortable. And on the back here, there's a little bit of this material to add a little bit of friction when it's riding on your collarbone and your shoulder to help keep this in place where the stress point is on from the weight being carried. Now I'm going to get into the actual sort of pockets and design of the bag. On the front here, this would be the front if I'm wearing it as such, positioned as such. There's a pocket, 2 zippers, YKK zipper tracks on everything, paracord on all the zippers. In this front pocket, small slip pocket as well. Definitely big enough. You can see I have in here an Altoids container. Fits perfectly in the bag. First pocket. And the bag's constructed out of a 1050 denier, water and abrasion resistant, the DuPont Teflon fabric, sort of protector, all that good stuff. The composite nylon thread, which is really, Maxpedition's pretty much we're having just a, sort of a stock list on products I've been seeing, the ins and outs and the materials in the product. So pretty much this is very similar to the Falcon 2, of which I've done a review on already. There's a top pocket here now that's facing me on the top of the bag, oriented as such, which opens up to the user when you're wearing it, opens up to you. It's large enough. Have a wanger in here and a sharpener. It's Velcro running on top of this as well. Same 2-inch buckle that's seen on the shoulder strap is repeated here on this front flap. Opens as such. On the front of this flap, we have another pocket, zipper pocket, which is small enough for thin items. Runs the length of this. Just have a bandana in there for now. I open up the front flap. There's another pocket here, a slip pocket. This can be used to store things as well, and whenever this is over it, it's gonna offer some protection in here because there's no zipper. It's open pocket, and then there's a bigger front pocket, which definitely is a nice size pocket, and perfectly this is holding a pair of binoculars of mine, a pair of Leupold waterproof binoculars, and it fits perfect. And there's also a mesh other pocket here. So there's a lot of compartments. Pretty much every pocket feels like you can really sort of tailor, fit exactly what you want into it. On the top of the bag, opening up into the main compartment, is this little sort of storm flap, if you will, that has a cinchable cord lock on it. Opens up. Now, Maxpedition gave the dimensions of this pocket and sort of just some multiplication and conversion. This is roughly 3.5 liters of volume space. I don't know, it's not really easy to compare it to, it's really small, but 3.5 liters. And now I'd have just my GSI cup, small little camera for taking pictures, and my whole cook setup. So it's a nice sized pocket. You know, it's a side sling, shoulder sling bag. It's meant to be light, pack light, not a lot of things, which is what I like about it, and I'll get into that once I finish talking about all the ins and outs of the bag. You got underneath a little bit of nylon webbing, the strap from the flap. Inside here, water bottle or radio holder. It has this little feature to help secure the content in this pocket. It also goes up here to the top of this Velcro was, or it comes down the side and goes along it. This is a 40-ounce clean canteen bottle. See in the water bottle holder, the pocket. It sticks up more than, say, a 32-ounce would, but it's not an issue for poking out, hitting anything. Fits fine in there. 40-ounce, bigger. Pocket works great. And I'm starting to try to, this is the concealed carry pocket. Try to get in there. There's Velcro and there's a small holster. That's for you, if you want to carry for it. But it's there, it's possible. And then there's a padding on the back here if your firearm was in it where it's hitting your body. There's padding, 3 different points of the bag. Offer a little bit of, taking it off the body a little bit to promote some airflow, but it's really not going to have that much of a difference. And that's basically the ins and outs of the bag. And then there's just some nylon around the bag for you to strap. But I really want to, now I want to show show the bag on me and kind of show how you can get into the bag and why I really like this bag. Get into my impressions and why I really like it. So to put it on, it's real easy. Grab from the handle, sling it over, and good to go. And I prefer to wear this more on my back as opposed to my side for a few reasons. And one, when it's on my side, you can see from the front profile, it's not obstructing my arms in my gait of walking, running, or jogging. This pack back here, it's not hitting or obstructing, as opposed if it was on my side. If I was walking with it, my arms are going to rest on it, which I can show. It was hanging here. And that's really why I like this pack, because I can undo the hip belt when it's secure, sling it on while it's still on my body, and get into everything, basically two-handed. Have a lot of control on it. My neck knife, easily accessible if I'm not wearing it on my neck at the time. Here, and this is why I want to get into the sort of right-hand carry, or left-hand S-type, for the concealed carry, where you can see where my hand's going in the bag. I have the pocket unzipped, which where the firearm would be, and you can see as a draw, it would make sense for a right-hander to be able to bring out the firearm here, left and right side. And this is a little bit different style. It's more of a preference thing if you're going to like a pack like this. The high quality is there for a Maxpedition, but it's a different style as opposed to a 2-shoulder strap, traditional pack. I personally like this because there's times when I go out in the woods where I don't want to carry anything. I want to be light. I don't even want to carry a water bottle, anything with me, and this still feels, how it's attached to my body, it feels so light in the way it carries the weight on my hip. It feels really natural, like I'm not really bringing a lot out with me. And you can really organize it to have a decent amount of equipment with you on days when you don't want to carry a pack. It feels really restricting for me personally, now that I've been using a setup like this. And I also like when I'm hiking, I'm not so much for trails, I like to bushwhack and sort of like climb on trees and cross creeks and jump around logs, go under logs, and this really stays securely when I'm moving around, climbing all my ranges of motion. This never feels like it's obstructed or any way in that way, so I really like it. So overall, I really like this pack, and like I said, it's a style thing. It's going to be a personal preference if you're going to like something like this. I'm not here, to sort of say you should get this pack or anyone should buy this pack. But for me personally, I really like this style, and it just comes down to personal preference. The quality's there, that's not an issue, but it's just going to come down to preference. So this is Krik signing out with Black Outdoors. Later, turtles.